Okay, let's dive in. We're looking at a beauty trend today that's just, well, everywhere on social media. And what's really grabbed us is that it's almost defined by what it isn't.
Exactly. No neon, no crazy jewels, none of that complex 3D stuff.
Nope. We are talking about something super elegant, really understated. It's called princess nails.
Right. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Maybe even too basic to be trending so hard. But we got this stack of sources looking into this specific manicure, and it gets interesting fast because the conversation jumps right out of beauty talk.
Yeah, it does. We've got articles digging into the look itself, the culture around it, and maybe most surprisingly, the economics. Like how does sheer pink polish connect to the economy?
It's fascinating, Link.
So our mission for you today is to really unpack this. What is this look precisely? Who inspired it? Which royals are we talking about? And the big question, why are people on TikTok calling this simple manicure a recession indicator?
Hmm. Well, just as a starting point for you, thing. Short, clean, natural-looking nails.
Hmm.
Really natural. And they're coated with just the faintest hint of sheer nude or pink polish.
Okay,
It's very quiet, very sophisticated. And yeah, basically the total opposite of the big, bold, maximalist nails we've seen for ages.
got it. So let's nail down, pun intended, the specifics, the royal standard,
Yeah.
as it were. The sources are really clear about the details. It's not
Oh,
just, any pink polish.
oh, not at all. It's quite calculated, actually. First up, the shape. Nails trimmed short, like right near the fingertip. Very practical.
Yeah.
And they're filed into these soft ovals, or often called squoval.
Squovels.
Yeah, part square, part oval. Gives you that clean edge, but it's still soft, no sharp corners.
Right, right. And the color you said, that's probably the most important part.
Absolutely critical. We're not talking bright pinks or anything opaque.
Yeah.
Think restraint. Ultra sheer pink or nude. The goal is basically your nails, but better. It should look like your natural nail bed, just perfected. Perfected and polished with this translucent wash of color. If you can't see your nail through it, it's too much.
Okay, very subtle. Which I guess leads us straight to the name Princess Nails. That's not just catchy marketing, is it?
No, it anchors the trend, gives it that historical context and sense of class. It connects directly to real people. The main inspiration cited is Catherine, the Princess of Wales.
Oh, cool.
She's known for keeping her nails short, practical, for her duties,
Yeah.
and the polish is always barely there. She's kind of the modern blueprint for this.
And there's history here too, right? This isn't totally new for the royals.
Definitely not. You have to mention the late Queen Elizabeth. Her signature shade, Essie's ballet slippers, she wore that pretty much forever.
Oh yeah, ballet flippers is iconic.
Totally. It really cemented that whole idea of royal style being impeccable, but like super discreet. And Meghan Markle gets a mention too. Her clean, simple manicures while she was a working royal also kind of pushed this minimalist vibe.
Okay, so it's got real royal roots.
Yeah.
But before we get into the sort of cultural side and the debate,
Yeah.
there's something we need to clear up for you, the listener. The sources mentioned some confusion online about similar names.
Yes, this is really important. Princess nails are not the same as princess effect nails.
Oh, okay. Different thing entirely.
Completely different. Princess effect nails are like the glittery cousins, popular for weddings, maybe? They involve embedding chunky glitter or iridescent flakes, usually near the cuticle. Lots of sparkle, very 3D.
Gotcha.
The trend we're discussing today, zero glitter, no crystals. It's all about that immaculate, high-shine, natural look.
Right. Zero glitter. Understood. Okay, so let's talk culture. We know these simple looks cycle through. We've heard soap nails, milk manicures, no makeup nails.
Yeah.
So how did calling this classic sheer look princess suddenly make it the trend?
Well, it's about framing, isn't it? An association. You take something super practical, something really wearable, and you make it feel aspirational.
Hmm.
Slapping princess on it elevates a basic clean manicure. It puts it in that quiet luxury category. It suggests a lifestyle where you don't need flashy things to show status or effort.
Okay, that fits with the whole clean girl aesthetic vibe, right?
Yep.
College simplicity. But, I mean, if this look's been around forever, like you said, the Queen wore ballet slippers decades ago, how is it a trend now? Isn't it just normal nails?
Well, that's where the timing and the sort of social mood come in. One source pointed out that its appeal right now is partly about contrast. Things feel chaotic economically, socially, so choosing this really understated look can feel like an act of control. It's part of that move towards lower maintenance beauty.
Okay.
Short, neutral nails are being seen as more sophisticated, more professional maybe, than really elaborate nail art that takes hours. Signals restraint.
But not everyone's loving this return to basics, right? The sources mentioned some pushback, especially on TikTok.
Oh, absolutely. There's a real divide. You've got the people who are thrilled. They're like, finally,
Hmm.
chic nails without spending half a day and a fortune.
Yeah?
But then you have the critics who are pretty vocal. They're saying it's the death of fun manicures or, it's literally just nude nails. Boring, basically.
Huh. But despite the critics, the numbers show it's really taking off.
It's huge. Searches for princess nails shot up 300% recently.
Mm.
Confirmed.
Wow.
So it's definitely having a massive moment online. And for the minimalists, the appeal is that quiet confidence. Muted tones suggest you don't need to shout to make a statement. It fits that whole expensive, quiet luxury feel. Tasteful. Intentional.
Okay, this is where things get really interesting. The sources started connecting this to economics, the whole recession indicator idea. This feels like the core of the debate, the really provocative part. Could you unpack that link for us?
Yeah, the theory lines up pretty neatly with what's happening financially. Consumers, especially younger people, are facing serious economic pressures, right? Cost of living, housing, everything's up. So there's this general shift towards moderation, away from obvious excess. People aren't just cutting back on big things, they're tweaking their regular routines. And manicures, they're a prime target for simplification.
So it's not just that the look happens to be cheaper, it's that choosing the look is almost a financial strategy, just dressed up nicely.
Pretty much. It's practical math disguised as a style choice. One source had this great breakdown from a user. She switched from getting gel extensions every 2 weeks to just a basic natural manicure once a month.
Okay.
And she figured she was saving nearly $100 a month. That's, what, $1,200 a year? When you're watching every penny, that's significant.
Yeah, that adds up.
But you still get that feeling of being put together, polished.
Okay, but wait. If money's that tight, why even spend, say, $50 on a manicure that's barely visible? Why not just skip the salon altogether?
Ah, that's the psychology bit. And it's really key. During uncertain times, people look for small comforts, things they can control, affordable luxuries.
Right.
They might not buy a whole new wardrobe, but they'll still spring for those small things that lift their mood or make them feel good.
Like the classic lipstick index theory, where lipstick sales go up and down turns.
Exactly like that. The princess nail is kind of the perfect example for today. It gives you that premium, curated feel, but without the big cost of complex nail art every few weeks.
It fits the quiet luxury look.
Without the quiet luxury price tag. Exactly.
And the other budget-friendly aspect is how long it lasts, right? It's designed for lower maintenance.
Precisely. Because the polish is so sheer and the nail is short, it grows out really gracefully, almost invisibly.
Okay.
There's no harsh grow-out line staring you in the face after 2 weeks, pressuring you to go back, so you can stretch the time between appointments. Maybe go 6 weeks instead of 4. Salons, like Bellacure's mentioned in one source, are actually seeing clients do this, choosing sheer colors specifically because they hide the regrowth better.
Smart. Okay, so for anyone listening who's thinking, all right, I'm sold. Sophisticated, sensible, sign me up. Let's talk about how to get the look. Simple color, yes. But the sources kept saying execution is everything. Precision matters.
Precision is absolutely paramount. You cannot skimp on the prep work. Because the nail is so exposed, your cuticles have to be perfect. Pushed back, maybe trimmed neatly, that gives it the wow factor. And buffing the nail surface really lightly helps too. Gets rid of ridges, creates a smooth canvas. Non-negotiable, really.
Okay, so if you're going to a salon, what do you actually ask for? To make sure you get this look, not just, plain pink nails.
Be specific. Start with the shape. Ask for short, soft, oval, or squoval tips. Then, for the polish, emphasize 2 extremely thin coats of a sheer pink or nude.
Thin coats are key.
Yes, and maybe mention the go-to shades from the sources. OPI, Bubble Bath, Essie Ballet Slippers, Dior Snow Pink. Using those names helps signal the translucency you want. Thinner coats just look more expensive.
Good tip. And what about doing it at home, if you really want to embrace the recession-friendly aspect?
It's probably the most DIY-friendly manicure style, honestly. As long as you stick to the rules, file your nails short, right at the fingertip, gentle oval shape. Use cuticle oil, religiously. Dry, ragged cuticles will completely ruin the illusion.
Okay.
Then 1, maybe 2, very thin coats of your sheer polish. Don't let it get thick or gloopy. And the final touch, the real secret weapon, seal it with a super glossy top coat. Glass shine glossy. That high shine is what makes it look intentional and cared for.
Right, the shine elevates it.
Makes all the difference.
And it's worth noting, right, that even though princess nails are the simplest look to DIY, the sources did mention that for people who still want bolder styles but are cutting costs, the at-home options like UV gel kits or press-ons are, way better than they used to be.
Oh, absolutely. The market's definitely adapted. Lots of good DIY options out there now for all kinds of looks if you're on a budget. But yeah, for that effortless, polished chic, princess nails are probably the quickest, easiest route with minimal spending.
Okay, so wrapping up our deep dive here. Princess nails seem to be this perfect intersection of like high sophistication and just plain financial sense. They're short, sheer, have that royal pedigree, and kind of prove that sometimes the most timeless looks are also the most practical ones.
And that practicality, that versatility is why it works. These nails genuinely go with everything. Power suit, jeans, even a wedding dress, as one source said. They offer that little hit of affordable indulgence when times feel uncertain. Lets you feel polished without the financial pinch.
Which leaves you with a final thought to consider, maybe. How often are your own style choices, the color you pick, the clothes you wear, maybe being subtly guided by bigger economic forces? You might think you're choosing sheer pink just because it's pretty, but maybe you're also part of a larger financial trend, no matter what catchy name it gets. Something to think about next time you reach for the ballet slippers.